Hello. My name is Xenia. I am a trans woman. I have an authority problem, and I am here to tell you a story. Flashback. It's November 2000. I am a baby, and my head is growing way too fast. December 2000. The problem is solved. Flashback. It's February 2004. I am a toddler, and my brain is farther back in my head than it should be. March 2004. The problem is solved. Flashback. It's January 2006. I am having migraines. We go get a neurosurgical opinion. February 2006. The problem is not solved. Flashback. It's March 2006. I'm still having migraines. It's time for a second opinion. So my parents take me to Ken Barson. Okay, for legal reasons, that's not his name. You can figure it out, honey. Flashback. It's May 2015. Ken Barson announces he is running for president. Flashback. It's March 2016. Ken Barson drops out. Flashback. It's November 2016. Ronald Dump, name also changed for legal reasons, is elected president of the United States. Flashback. It's December 2016. Ronald Dump appoints Ken Barson Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Flashback. It's July 2020. Ken Barson, as HUD Secretary, puts out a directive explaining to women's homeless shelters how to spot a trans woman so they can deny her housing. This cruel attack on basic human decency has been widely condemned by trans advocates. So let's talk about it. Here's how to spot a trans woman, according to Ken Barson. Okay, I'm sorry. I lied. It feels cruel to expose you to Ken Barson's gross rhetoric. So instead, here's how to spot a trans woman according to a trans woman. So, how do you spot a trans woman?
Well, first, you come up close, and you want to make sure she knows what you're doing. So you want to explain to her everything that you're going to do. You say to her, I'm gonna grab the weight, I'm gonna help you unrack it, and then as you start to do some reps, I might let go for a bit, but then I'll come back and I'll be there to catch it later. Or you could say to her, I'm gonna help you unrack this weight, and I'm gonna move it with you. I'm gonna be under it with you. I'm gonna be up close in your space, in your zone. I'm going to hold under it in case you start to falter. So anyways, after you've explained what you're going to do, you grab the weight, you make sure that she's prepared, that her breathing is prepared, that she looks ready and confident. Then you unrack the weight, and then you slowly let go of the weight, and Depending on what the situation calls for, you either stay there with it or you can back up and you watch her do her reps and you keep an eye on how her face looks, like how the control is, you know, how the weight is moving. If it's like starting to wobble or starting to lose form, starting to become unbalanced, or like fall down on one side, or it seems like she's moving in a way that's like foreign or unusual, those are all reasons you should maybe come up and if not grab the weight already, just be ready to take the weight away. So anyways, let's say that she's on towards her last reps, you're grabbing the weight, maybe the last rep you have to help a little bit, and then you unrack the weight with her, and then after you unrack the weight, you want to come check on her, make sure she's got water. If she's feeling faint, you want to have her lie down for a second. You want to check in with her about how she's feeling, that she's not feeling faint or nauseous, that she can kind of take a minute to recover correctly, and that she doesn't rush that minute of rest. And that's how to spot a trans girl or a trans woman.
That's really beautiful. I love the feeling of community and camaraderie that comes from that sense of spotting a trans woman. Thank you for that. How did you first get into powerlifting?
A friend of mine I knew, a composer, he was into powerlifting, and I had seen videos of him bench pressing, which is a lot of weight and a lot of chains, and it looked like really like a really amazing and just like powerful thing to be doing. And we got to talking, and I had pretty bad back problems at the time, like sore back. He said, well, you know, it's possible powerlifting could help your back. And then so that combined with it looking interesting, I gave it a try. And, you know, I met a group of people, Satanists actually, who were very, like, people that are very positive about each other and positive about their bodies and positive about like their strength and their ability. And they were training 3 days a week, and I tried to keep up with them as much as I could. And I couldn't quite keep up with them that much as 3 days a week, but it got me into like this regular sense of like community. And I also really like just a very intense experience. And it's an experience that afterwards you feel like you are a powerful person, like regardless of the weight numbers or anything like that. So that's what got me into it.
That's really awesome. Satanists are the best. Circling back to the first question, can you talk about how spotting a trans woman relates to supporting your community in general?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think it's important to like watch out for check in with each other more often than we do. I think it's always good to like check in on where someone's at, like even really basic things like if they're hydrated or like if they slept well or how they're feeling today or like if they've had anything salty lately, especially for trans women. Those are things that you would ask maybe right before you lifted. Those are things you could also just ask anytime. And I also for me, there's something really nice of just the physicality of that gesture of helping another and like being physically there for someone. In a time right now, I guess, it's hard to be physically there for someone. But I think also that sometimes we underestimate our own strength. And I think that powerlifting is a way that you could realize what your own strength is in a way. And I think having people around you that are down to support you enable that.
That's really lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
This has been How to Spot a Trans Woman According to a Trans Woman. My name is Xenia. I am a trans woman. I have an authority problem, and I came here to tell you a story. May my neurosurgeon be forgotten.